What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is just gonna be a quick drop on last night's Ayanla Fix My Life. Here's the thing. It was the Real Housewives edition. So we had the Real Housewives of Potomac, Sharice Jordan, which is the main reason why I watched, because I look at the Real Housewives of Potomac. And then there was Veronica. What's her name? Veronica. She was from the First Wives Club or Second Wives Club, a reality show I never really watched. And they were basically talking about their divorce, why they stayed in it, and how they need to heal. I think both of them have processed why they stayed in the marriage. Sharice was honest to say it was mainly for comfort, but also that there was a pattern that was set for her, that her mother stayed in a marriage long after she should have stayed, and her mother's mother, which we know patterns create habits, and you live what you learn, or you learn what you live, however the saying goes. And so she grew up seeing her mother stay in a marriage, a loveless marriage, or a marriage that had far exceeded its the love, I guess, for lack of a better word. That is why she chose to stay. But there was also an element of comfort, which she did admit. She said that when her husband, that the first 9 years, first of all, she said that she did everything she said she wasn't going to do. That's why you got to be careful and say what you're not going to do. She didn't want to marry a man who had been married before. She didn't want to marry a man who already had children, and she didn't want to marry a man who was in the sports or entertainment field. And she did all three. The heart wants what the heart wants, and you just can't control who you meet and who you fall in love with. I wish, and I read on her Instagram that this was a 2-day process that was edited down to an hour. So I understand that not everything could be included. But I wish they would have given us more of the beginning. But I know that wasn't the focus. The focus was on the healing, the end. But I would have just been curious to a little bit more of the love story. It's really easy when we're at the end. But because I think understanding the love story helps us understand why we stayed. Because she said that it was about 9 years in, and that's when things started turning. He moved out of their bedroom into the guest bedroom, and she moved in with him. She was like, well, I wasn't willing to have my husband live outside of our bedroom, so when he moved into the guest room, I moved into the guest room with him. So then he's a coach, so then he took a job out of state. And again, these are the questions that I have. Did he tell you couldn't go? Did you choose not to go? Because I think that is the point when you knew your marriage was pretty much done. And she also admitted that she kept up appearances for the purposes of the facade. One thing it said something about her marriage started to crumble once she got on the show. Her marriage was done if you go back to the first season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you go back to the first season of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Sharice is already living by herself in Potomac. Eddie is already living in New Jersey. And what was telling to me was he had moved to New Jersey for a job, but he was fired from that job, yet he chose to stay in New Jersey. So even if the premise was he was moving for a job and she didn't want to uproot the kids and take them out of school and all that good stuff, and she was going to move, they were just going to kind of commute or whatever, then once he lost that job, he never came back, nor did she move. Also, it was very clear that they were having some marital problems because she hadn't seen him. He would see the kids, but he wouldn't see her. When he called, he only talked to, go back and look at that first season. Their marriage was over. And I don't know if that was editing, because there's no way you can put that on the Real Housewives of Potomac. If anything, I think her being on TV and maybe seeing how she was perceived and sometimes when you hear yourself talk, you realize how silly certain things sound and how it's like, oh, that don't sound right. And I think that may have been it. I want to say that even went for her birthday party on this, he didn't even come to her birthday party. So y'all were not together. Y'all were not married in the traditional sense, and y'all were not together. Like, that was already a situation. So I feel like Sharice showed up 80% there. You know what I mean? Like the other young lady, I believe her name was Veronica. I feel like she was giving some really good answers. I don't know if she was really meaning what she was saying. Like, I think she was saying what she thought Ayanla wanted to hear or that people wanted to hear. I don't know if she was really there yet. Whereas Sharice, I do think Sharice has done some really serious soul searching and some. I think she's ready. Like, I think she's processed and she understands that she said something that was really deep. She said she sold her soul for comfort. Well, there you go. Boom, got it. Move on. And we all do. In her situation, well, not all do. It's not a new concept. I'm not going to say everybody does it. But that's not a new concept. It's just that her comfort was on a larger scale than most people's comfort. Some people stay in relationships because they don't have anywhere else to go. You see a lot of people who stay in abusive relationships because they feel like they have no other options. They don't have anywhere to go. So it just so happens that her comfort was 8-bedroom mansion in Potomac, Maryland, and a nice bank account and designer clothes and moving in the right circles and knowing a lot of people. Like, that was her comfort. And I think that she delved into the charity world, into some other things that she was into to mask the pain. If you go back to the first season of Potomac, I think it was very clear that she was not happy and that she was putting on a facade and that she was pretending. We found out this season, that she's selling that home, and I don't know if that's a part of the divorce or just her just wanting to start over and have a new beginning. But the episode didn't give me a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. The episode, and it's not even that I want a lot of the drama, because I don't want the drama, but I think, like I said, I think Sharice is ready. Now, the other young lady might need to come back. I don't know about her. But I just don't feel like, maybe, y'all tell me, did y'all feel like y'all got a lot of meat? I just felt like everything was surface. A lot of times, sometimes I think digs too deep. But on this one, I felt like we were getting a lot of surface. I don't feel like we got a lot of meat and potatoes. Like, I was kind of looking forward to this particular episode, and it didn't really leave me with a lot. I will say this, that I'm happy for Sharice because, like I said, I feel like she's ready. As Tiffany Haddish would say, she ready. I think she is. I think she's processed. I think she's done the work. I think she's self-reflected. Now, I just hope she meant everything that she said and that she is ready for a relationship. She said she's ready to date. She said that on Potomac. And I just hope that she's ready for a relationship with someone who's going to treat her the way she deserves to be treated, and that she no longer will settle for bullshit because it's easy. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I ain't really get a lot out of it, but y'all, maybe I missed something. Maybe I looked at it too fast. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think.